She sits at the kitchen table, eyes red, hands trembling around a stack of divorce papers. 10 years of life, love, and belief, condensed into a few sheets of legal finality. He stands in the doorway, silent, hollow, confused, not angry, not cruel, just finished. Two people who once promised eternity now stare at the ruins of something they never fully understood. They aren't villains. They're not even failures. They're casualties of a story they were never meant to live. Because what they built wasn't marriage, not really. It was a modern experiment, a 1,000-year-old structure loaded with 21st century expectations it was never designed to bear. The impossible weight of everything love. Once upon a time, marriage was simple. Two people joined forces to build a life-share land, raise children, survive winter, leave a legacy. It was practical, grounded, specific. Then we buried that practicality under a mountain of fantasy. Now, one person is expected to be your best friend, passionate lover, spiritual partner, financial equal, emotional therapist, social validation, and personal adventure all at once. It's like asking a bridge built for carriages to carry a freight train. The bridge isn't bad, it's just overloaded. And when any system is asked to perform beyond its design, it fails. Not from malice, from mathematics. Why love alone can't hold a marriage? We made a fatal error when we confused romantic love with partnership. Love is beautiful, but it's volatile. It's supposed to ignite the bond, not sustain it. Passion thrives on novelty. Stability thrives on repetition. And modern marriage demands both. We expect lifelong excitement inside a structure designed for predictability. We want the intensity of a love affair inside the routine of a mortgage. We crave freedom while demanding permanent exclusivity. These are contradictions, not relationship goals. You cannot build something eternal out of emotions designed to fluctuate. The historical overload marriage wasn't always this complex. First, it was a social contract, cooperation for survival and children. Then, religion claimed it, turning it into a sacred covenant under divine law. Later, romance was added, the idea of soulmates and happily ever after. After that, we isolated couples from communities, no more extended family, no tribe, no village. Finally, we attached legal, financial, and social status pressure, turning love into a performance contract with government oversight. Each layer added weight, none removed any. We're left with a single relationship expected to replace an entire civilization, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and socially, and it's collapsing under that weight. The emotional monopoly problem. The most destructive myth of modern marriage isn't sexual exclusivity. It's emotional exclusivity. The belief that your partner must meet every emotional need you have forever. That's not intimacy. That's imprisonment. No single person can replace what used to be fulfilled by a community. A husband can't be her therapist, her entire social circle, and her entertainment. A wife can't be his emotional anchor, his cheerleader, and his only confidant. Humans evolved for tribes, not two-person emotional monopolies. When you make one person your entire world, the world becomes very small and eventually suffocating. Why the marriage equation no longer balances. Modern couples expect marriage to deliver security, passion, growth, meaning, status, and happiness, all from the same source. That's like expecting one job to make you rich, fulfilled, famous, spiritual, and rested. No system can meet that list of demands. It's not that people have failed marriage, it's that marriage has been redefined into an impossible formula. One person, X infinite expectations, guaranteed disappointment. And disappointment, when repeated daily, turns into resentment. What men need to understand. Men today enter marriage carrying impossible contradictions. You must provide without being controlling, lead without being toxic, be emotionally open, but never weak. Protect her, but don't make her feel protected. It's a psychological maze with no exits. Meanwhile, legal systems still operate on outdated scripts that assume male fault and female dependence. One wrong move, and half your life's work can evaporate in court. For many men, marriage no longer looks like partnership. It looks like risk without reward. That's why good men aren't rushing to the altar anymore. Not out of bitterness, but out of clarity. The real solution: shrink the job. The way forward isn't to abandon marriage. It's to simplify it, to strip it back down to what actually works. Partnership for shared purpose. Marriage works when it's treated like a team mission, not an emotional cure-all. Two people aligned around clear goals, raising strong children, building wealth, creating stability, maybe faith, while maintaining their own individual worlds outside it. Not two people fused into one identity, two strong individuals choosing collaboration over dependence. Redefine what you expect from each other. The best marriages I've seen have simple rules. You handle your happiness, I'll handle mine. We support each other's missions, but don't replace them. We respect each other's space and friendships. We don't expect passion to replace discipline, or discipline to replace passion. Love is the reward of teamwork, not its prerequisite. The return to reality. When you stop expecting your marriage to fulfill every human need, something amazing happens. You start to appreciate what it can give. You stop measuring it against fantasy and start building something real. Because peace doesn't come from finding the right person. It comes from understanding what the institution was meant to do and refusing to overload it with what it can't. The strongest marriages aren't the ones that chase perfection. They're the ones that embrace reality. Two adults, one mission, shared values, clear roles, mutual respect. Not everything, just enough. That's how you build something that lasts. For men listening, right now, don't let culture shame you for wanting clarity. Don't let fantasy rob you of peace. Marriage isn't broken. The modern idea of marriage is, if you want it to work, strip away everything it was never meant to be. Don't look for someone to complete you. Look for someone ready to build with you and just as willing to carry their own weight. Because love isn't enough, but respect, shared purpose, and freedom within partnership that still works and always will.